What's going on, DMG clan? A new PS4 hack has arrived. This little dongle right here that'll hack your PS4 in under 5 minutes. It's even less than that. So let's level up our hacking knowledge a little bit more before the end of 2024. That's right, WiiU gamers. So today it is August 11th, very close to the end of the year, and I have received an awesome, I'm gonna say awesome, little tool or little dongle that allows you to hack your PS4 versions 9 to 11. If you don't have any of those versions, then I'm sorry, this hack won't work for you. However, this hacking tool, that is this thing right here, will allow you to hack your PS4 in literally under 5 minutes. And you can do it without having to plug it into your computer. That all aside, so you do have to plug it into the computer if you don't want to go to version 11. There is a method to update your PS4 without needing to update it through the actual servers and stuff like that. I've done a video about that as well, and so has the guy called Modded Warfare. He's done something like that as well to share how to update it to a different version if you want to. Now, the one that we're going to be working on today is version 11. I have a PS4 that's version 10.01, and I have a guide that I'm going to be releasing about how to use this thing as well. So let's get into how this works and what is involved in this actual hacking device, this little thing right here, to actually hack our PS4. So that's right, we have the PS4 down here on the table. On the screen, you'll see my PS4 is actually connected. I'll have the PS4 on the bottom right hand side. You don't really need to see it that much. You can just see me plugging things in right now. And we're going to go over to our settings. The very first thing you're going to do, if you're just going to use like the one that it comes with, which comes with version 11 already installed on it, which is the hack for version 11, is go over to your network settings, make sure connect to network is on or internet is on, and then navigate down to your system settings, system software update. Make sure you're not going to update anything, don't do that, and then go all the way down to system and then confirm your system information. Mine is version 11.0, and as you can see, it's not hacked. I initialized and reset this entire PS4 so that it's not hacked anymore, so that I can show you the entire hacking process. And also automatic downloads, turn that all off because you don't want the system to actually try to automatically download any updates. And that is about it. Otherwise, all we have to do now is plug this in and go to our network settings. Yes, this is sort of a guide, but it's really not. It's not really a full guide, as I do have a full guide coming out. Now, on the table, I have the little dongle adapter. You're probably wondering why we have a USB adapter as well. That's because it does, for the very first time only, need to be plugged into your actual PS4, but that's only for the very first time. Also, this goes into your Ethernet jack. So let's plug this little USB-C cable into there, plug this other end into the front. Okay, now we have power going to that. Next, I'm going to unplug this USB-C cable from my PS4 controller, and I'm going to plug this USB-C or USB-A adapter, that is, into the front of my PS4. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to plug in this adapter into your Ethernet jack on the back. So navigate to the Ethernet jack on the back, and it goes in upside down just like so, and plug it right in. Now on the PS4, we're going to go to network settings. We're going to go to set up an internet connection, use LAN cable, go to custom, go to PPPoE, type in here G, done, click next. Go automatic, do not use, test internet connection, and wait for it to do its thing. And there you go. So I know that took a few seconds. What it's doing right now is trying to brute force this actual hack into the actual PS4. It does take a couple seconds, but literally that took maybe about a minute and a half to actually go through. It didn't even take that long. And now the hack is actually able to be put on the actual device. So that is part of the entire process. That is it. Literally, as soon as I unplug this, then this hack stays on here no matter what. So what we have to do now is set it up a little bit. So I'm going to go over to where you see Goldhen right here. I'm going to go to the debug settings, and this is like for your package installer, so you can actually install any games and stuff like that if you have any games on a USB-C or a USB-A thumb drive or anything like that. And you can set up like even your debug settings and all that kind of stuff, cheat settings, your plugin settings for plugin loaders and stuff like that, game overlay for FPS counter and all that fun stuff, server settings, so FTP servers so that you can transfer files over FTP. And you're going to want to go into your main settings to make sure that this is enabled, which is called rest mode. So what that means is that if you put your PS4 into rest mode, then it won't get rid of the hack. Now, if you end up shutting down your PS4, which is a completely different thing, so holding down the power on the PS button, that is, and go down to power, go down to turn off PS4, you're going to have to plug in that Ethernet to the actual PS4 again to actually run that test connection. Now, you don't need to actually go back into the internet settings for this. So I'm going to show you that right now. Very, very cool feature that they ended up doing for this is that I'm going to unplug this right now. I don't need that plugged in for this hack to be active or anything like that. But I'm going to shut down my PS4 and turn it back on and show you that it's not hacked anymore, because that will get rid of the hack. Okay, let's turn the PS4 back on. So I'm going to hold the PS button, wait for it to come back on and boot back up, and I'm going to show you that it's not hacked anymore. The way to tell is because the PlayStation icon for the PlayStation Network shows just the normal icon again rather than Goldhen. Now I'm going to navigate to my user profile and show you the hack is gone. So it's completely gone. It's not on there anymore. And I am not connected to any networks right now, or Wi-Fi networks or whatever, but it is gone. So the cool thing that we can do is actually take this little adapter. So the only way that you would really need this is if you put it in to basically turn it off and turn it back on, is to plug this back into the back of the PS4 again, because we've already hacked it. Now it's a little bit, there we go, put it around underneath. So right there, plug it right in, and just wait for it to try to actually connect to the internet. Now, if it doesn't try to connect to the internet, just look at the top left-hand side of the actual screen. Then you can go over to the settings and then do test connection. But just give it a second. It's doing its thing. It has a little icon or a little light on the actual device itself that flashes. I think it's on this side here. So I see how it's flashing. It's basically trying to push that hack onto the PS4 right now. So why would you want this? Well, because you can play emulators, you can play old PlayStation games, PS2 games, PlayStation 3 games, PSP games. Yes, you can do that with the homebrew store. And as you see on the left hand side, it's trying to push to the network. So it does take a couple seconds for it to actually work, but like I said, it's under 5 minutes that it takes for this to work. And then you can just put your PS4 into rest mode wherever you want to put it. If it's in your living room, in your bedroom, whatever the case may be, then you can always have your PS4 hacked and don't have to worry about plugging it back in. Now, it does involve you to plug it into the Ethernet cable. So if you use the Ethernet cable for internet, then yes, that's going to be kind of annoying to unplug it for a couple seconds if you really need to. Otherwise, it has Wi-Fi. The PS4 has Wi-Fi. If you have good Wi-Fi in your house, then you'll be able to use the Wi-Fi. But this little adapter, it's called the P4 tool. This company reached out to me. They sent me not 1, 2, 3, but 4, but 5, because they sent me 2 more. I don't know where the other one went. I think it's actually in my PS4 Slim still. And I'm giving away 3 of these to one of you guys. Now, another thing, how to actually gain an entry into actually getting one of these? Well, just comment on this video. Gain one entry per YouTube account, and I will let you guys know when we're going to run this. As you see, Luckbox has been pawned onto the PS4, jailbroken, ready to go. No connecting to a computer, no connecting to a rooted Android device. This is the coolest thing that exists now for hacking your PS4 if it's between 9 and 11. Now, if you're on a different version, I have a guide that's coming out on how to actually hack your different version. Like I said, I have a PS4 Slim that I went out and bought. So I have another PS4 coming that I actually went out and bought. And I have a guide coming out to actually show you how to hack your PS4 using this same adapter. Now, prices, I'm not sure yet. The company hasn't gotten back to me about what the prices are going to be yet. I haven't seen them for sale anywhere yet, but I think they're just working on these to get them out to the public. And I'm just sharing how to use them because this is flipping cool. So much easier than having to root your Android, so much easier than having to plug it into a computer, so much easier than having to put a hard chip into your actual PS4 because not everybody knows how to solder. Nobody wants to open up their devices. This little dongle is great for hacking your PS4 in 2024. What's next? I don't know. PS5 hacking? We'll see. See you next time, guys. Don't forget, this video is included also into the PlayStation Odin 2 giveaway. So you get a comment for the entries into one of these. There's 3 extras in here. Yes, they just come in an unmarked box. And you'll get an entry into the Odin 2 PlayStation Edition giveaway that I'm hosting right now on the channel. See you next time. I love you all. Bye-bye!